Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Anderson and you guys are down Husseiners. So yeah, welcome to my channel. In today's video, uh, I'm gonna talk about Canelo's recent fight with Balenska. I don't even know that guy's name, but it was, as a boxing fan, it was actually horrible to watch. It was a fucking retarded match. Like, it was so fucking trash. It was so boring. And Canelo is fighting these no names and still can't knock them out, and acts like he can beat Mike Tyson. I'm saying this right now. I said this before. Jake Paul beats the dog shit out of Canelo Alvarez easily. That's just true. Jake Paul absolutely mauls Canelo Alvarez. He destroys him, he embarrasses him, and sends him home back to Mexico where he belongs. So yeah, Canelo just embarrassed himself actually, like, and proved how like trash Canelo is. Canelo is so fucking horrible. Like, it's honestly so embarrassing to watch the fight. Yeah, I mean, it was just embarrassing. Uh, so yeah, I mean, his footwork, everything was so trash. He was so trash, and yeah, I mean, people who are still fan of Canelo after this should be ashamed of themselves. Canelo is selling these bullshit fights and stealing money from his fans. It's honestly so disappointing. Oh man, where's Jake Paul's selling fucking mega interesting fights against big name and knocking them out? Like, Jake Paul is much better, bigger than Canelo, and if Jake Paul ever fights Canelo, he absolutely stomps in his face, embarrasses him, knocks him out, sends him home, tells him bye bye, and yeah, he just embarrasses him, like knocks him out. And like, Canelo constant against Jake Paul, like, his recent performance says all about him that I wanted to know. We all knew like what this dude was all about, and we got clarified about that today. Like, this guy's so horrible. He's fighting this no name trash garbage and still can't knock him out. I don't hate the guy, just hate his boxing skills. I don't know how he became world champion. He's so trash. Honestly, watching the fight was exactly like watching like trash versus garbage. Yeah, like, they both were horrible. Balenciaga, or whatever the fuck that kid's name is, was absolute dog shit, and Canelo, we all know, was absolute dog shit. Uh, Went to distance with a no-name piece of shit. So yeah, I mean, that's typical Canelo fight, honestly, like boring as fight. Nothing really happens. It's a battle of jabs. All the way to the fight they say, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," but nobody doesn't do anything to anybody except just jab their face off. Like, it's Canelo's match is basically like a jab fest. Honestly, I'll be honest, Canelo's last fight against Mungia was much better, because Mungia was way better opponent than uh, what is his name, like Carmelo or whatever his fucking name is. Uh, Mungia was much better than his recent fighter, and the fight was much better, much more active, much more like serious. This fight seemed so stupid, and as a fight fan, it was like a horrible day to be a fight fan. Like, to be a fight fan and see like one of the most famous people in the boxing world like embarrass the whole boxing community. I feel ashamed as a boxer, honestly. I feel like UFC fans and fighters are gonna make embarrassing memes about us, like say, "Oh, this is boxing." Like, yeah, I mean, I can't even argue with them anymore. Like, I can't, like, I can pretend like to argue, but I really can't argue with the MMA fans anymore. MMA is better right now. I'm I am a boxer and I'm saying MMA is better right now. MMA is making better fights, bigger fights. UFC, clearly. I don't like Dana White at all. If you know me and if you watch my video, you know that I don't fucking like Dana White. But I can lie, UFC uh, does make incredible fights. And in boxing, we see like Floyd Mayweather versus Floyd Mayweather versus Goatee and uh, Canelo versus this no name, like, and these are the biggest name in boxing, and they are fumbling the sport, and our sport is dying, and people would clown me for saying this, but the only one who's doing it in boxing, like, is Jake Paul. Like, without Jake Paul's boxing is so dead right now. Like nobody's doing anything. Tyson Fury just lost to Alexander Usyk. Yeah, Alexander Usyk is up right now. Ryan Garcia after defeating Devin Haney is up right now. Anthony Joshua is up right now. Tyson Fury is down. Devin Haney is down. Tank Davis up right now. But all of these fighters, they're not very active. For example, Ryan Garcia never fought after Devin Haney. Uh, Anthony Joshua never fought after Francis Ngannou. Uh, Tyson Fury never fought after Alexander Usyk. And yeah, I mean, boxing is just so dead right now. And as a boxer and a boxing fan, I feel so embarrassed for our community. Like, yeah, for fights like this, like Canelo versus this uh, no name and Floyd Mayweather versus Goatee, like these fights are actually ruining our sport of our beautiful sport of boxing, and like we should be looking like a UFC right now, where in UFC the fight happens. Although like John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is not happening, but except that, I think every fight is pretty tip top in the UFC. Boxing is so embarrassing right now. I honestly feel bad. It's a horrible, cringy day to be a boxer. I don't want to be a boxer today. I actually clarify myself as an MMA fighter because I threw cake 10 times in my life. Because for God's sake, like that fight was unwatchable. That fight was horrible. Like that fight, like Canelo versus blah, 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 is definitely one of the worst fight of this year. I think the worst fight of last year of 2023 was uh, KSI versus Tom Fury. Like let's don't talk about that. That fight was such a horrible fight to watch. It was a proper definition. KSI versus Thomas Fury was a proper definition of garbage versus trash. KSI was trash, Thomas Fury was garbage. Both look like they don't know how to box. They both look like they're boxing for the first time in their life. Like it was horrible, and these two people call themselves like the king of boxing or shit like that, and they can't even throw proper punches. Like any amateur would beat KSI or Tommy Fury. But yeah, the Canelo is embarrassed. Canelo should be honestly embarrassed at himself, and I didn't. I would never. First of all, I would never pay for this bullshit fight. But I still feel that I was robbed. So Canelo, pay me $1,000. I know $1,000 is stunning for you, so pay me for wasting my fucking time. I didn't even watch the full fight. I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered to watch the full fight. Honestly, Canelo, what the fuck you're doing, man? Canelo should like retire or some shit like that because boxing is not for him. He's like performing ads and shit like that, ruining our sport of boxing. Like honestly, it's so bad. I know like little Canelo goons are gonna be in my comment section shit like, oh, you say this about Canelo, let me see your boxing, da 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 da. Like, shut the fuck up. You can't pretend like Canelo had a good performance or this was a watchable good fight. This was a trash can stupid fight, and if you defend this like this, if you defend fight like this, you are not a boxing fan. You are a horrible piece of shit. And yeah, I mean, well, I would say this, like, this fight doesn't define Canelo's whole career, but let's be honest, this was an embarrassing night for boxing world. The MMA fans are laughing at us right now. Like, what the fuck is boxing? First we saw Floyd. What the fuck was that? Then Canelo is doing some stupid shit, and man, it's just a fucking bad look for the sport. Canelo should be fighting Dimitri Bivol again, or David Benavides, or like Arthur. Better be Arthur. I don't know what is these names are complicated, but yeah, you know what who I'm like meaning. So he could be fighting all of these guys, and what he didn't know, he didn't fight this guy. He straight up went for a trash can like Berchangla. I don't know his name. Anyways, uh, anyways, thanks for watching this video. Watch my old videos, watch my new videos. I make cool videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching and bye bye. And Canelo, refund me my money that I didn't spend on your shit event. Bye bye.